Hello, I'm Deborah Sword. I don't use recipes, and I often experiment when I invite guests over. I will make something to eat that I've never made before. It's an experiment, and I serve it to guests. I take that chance. You're probably smarter than that. And that's a little bit like conflict. You can wait until you're serving guests before you practice, before you think of what ingredients you want to use, what their tastes are, if they have any allergies. You might wait until the last minute or just serve it and hope for the best, but chances are you'll prepare. You might even practice the recipe ahead of time. That's a lot like conflict. I often say that conflict is participatory. It's not a spectator sport. If there's a conflict, everybody gets involved. You have an opinion. Whatever the situation is, somebody might try to draw you in, make you an ally to their side. But chances are, even if you don't enjoy conflict, if you avoid it, if you see it, you will at least form an opinion about it. And nobody is born with knowledge of conflict and how to handle it. There's no conflict hotline with an expert at the other end of the phone, like a help desk for conflict. So it's like a recipe. You have to figure it out. What are the ingredients? Who has allergies? What are their preferences? What time are you going to start the preparation? How are you going to serve it? These are all skills that you get by learning and practicing the basics. And that's whether it's gardening or to bake a cherry pie or fix a car or handle conflict. And then once you have the basics, you can level up your skills to do conflict better. That's your brain, again, keeping you both physically and emotionally safe. So you might not recognize that you have conflict competencies, that you have skills you use every day in ordinary interactions. But here's how to own them. Here's how to learn the basics and then level up so that you handle conflict better. Think about the skills you use in friendly conversation when you're relaxed. Consider how you'd like to keep using those conversational skills when your emotions are hot and high. And then inventory those conversational competencies like I am a good listener, or if you're not a good listener, here's how I would like to be a better listener. Here's how I would like to ask clarifying questions. So you list your good conversational skills that you use when you're relaxed and think about how you want to use them when you're in conflict. Those are the ones you practice when you're calm, just like you might practice cooking something so that you don't spring it on your guests as a surprise without any idea if it's a good recipe or not. And you'll use fictional conflicts. That's how you practice as you read or watch TV, go to movies, even if you're scrolling kitten videos, listening to podcasts or songs, or following celebrities or even politicians in their antics. Any conflict, large or small, is good for practice. And then you put yourself in that fictional conflict. What would it be like if that was happening to you? What are the skills you would use? How does this conflict affect you? What skills do you have that you can uh, import from your good conversational skills so that you have access to them when you're emotional and upset? Then, when you have a real conflict, you're prepared, just like cooking a gourmet meal so that you serve it to guests and they all say it's delicious. So the Conflict competency is to practice intentionally. Practice using your conversational competencies, knowing that what you're really practicing is your conflict competencies, because by using those skills in practice intentionally, you'll have access to them when you're in conflict. That's the outline. Think about the conversational model that works for you. Inventory the conversational skills you want to keep handy to use when you're emotional, and then practice those skills when you're calm so you can use them when you aren't. Thank you for listening. Let me know how it goes for you. And yes, I will try to practice the recipes before I serve them, although I like giving my guests a surprise meal as well. Thank you. I hope you'll subscribe to our podcast so that you get notice when we drop a new episode. Thank you very much.